So people been asking me, why did I stop doing these Poppy Hassan Campbell videos? At the end of the day, I look at it like this. I mean, it's a lot of shit going on in the world right now. You understand what I'm saying? And Poppy Hassan Campbell just, in my book, is just not even really worth me taking too much. And then that's why you got to understand something. I stopped following Scooby. So I don't even really know what this nigga be posting no more. You understand what I'm saying? Man, I went through my phases with him on my previous channel. I mean, but I thought like it was enough of that. You see what I'm saying? Not saying I'm not gonna make up no more videos on this dude, cause at the end of the day, I just haven't been watching none of his videos. So I don't have no material really to talk shit about this dude. But it's not like I can't go back and, cause one thing about him, he's constantly gonna give you material. You understand what I'm saying? I done went through that with him. I mean, me and him just got a little bit of history. So not saying I know the dude personally, but through this YouTube situation, I mean, through my previous channel, me and the dude kind of got a little bit of, a small bit of history. Small bit. Very small bit. I mean, I just felt like he catered, this is what YouTubers really do. They cater to people that don't know really about the situation. Poppy talks a lot about street life. And if you read the comments, the shit that this dude say to a street nigga makes no sense, which gives you no reason to even reply in his comment section. But I look at some of the comments that people do comment, the things people say under his comment section is he have a lot of people that really is not too aware of street life. That's why they believe majority of the things he say, and they believe that tough guy image. He's not saying he's not a tough guy. I don't care if he is or he isn't. That's not that's not the reason I was doing videos on that dude. You got to understand something. We live in a fake world. So a lot of dudes run around with this tough guy image, but they're really not tough guys. It take real niggas to understand real people. And that's why if you notice, not saying Hassan Campbell don't have real people on his team. You got to understand something. YouTube is almost like entertainment. I mean, people watch people for different reasons. Not saying a lot of niggas believe a lot of things that he say, but the dude is entertaining. I mean, come on, man. He's the typical New York City dude that's going to put a splash bit more on everything than everything needs to be done. And I'm not talking shit about New York because I'm from New York, born and raised. I'm just not from the Bronx. I got a lot of family living in the Bronx. I'm just not from the Bronx. I'm from Harlem. But, and that's just with New York niggas in general. They have a, and I'm not gonna say they, cause it's we. We have a tendencies of putting just a tad bit more splash on shit than need be at times, and that be my thing. And you got to understand something. See, it took me to leave New York to understand it, cause I guess when I moved to where I'm at now, I had that same amount of splash when I got here, and that's why I lost a lot of friends. People couldn't stomach, I guess, and then it took me to be out here for a while for me to understand. Yeah, bro, maybe you shouldn't say the things that you do. People feel some. One thing about New York do breed a different breed of people. I mean, we say a lot of shit that we probably shouldn't say. I mean, and I found out moving to the South taught me a lot of shit, and it taught me to be a little bit more humble. I mean, everybody is not always good with the truth. I'm not saying you don't always supposed to give people the truth, but when I moved out here, my problem was don't ask me a question if you don't really want to know the answer to. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that's all I'm saying about New York. New Yorkers have a way about themselves, and I understand that. So I look at like people that follow him on his Instagram and follow him on Facebook and all that, and not on Facebook, on YouTube and all that. And I just feel like some of the people that really believe in him just haven't had too much access to street life. Because if you got a little bit of access to street life, you know that shit this dude talk is just bullshit. Like, it's neither here nor there. I mean, it's neither here nor there. A lot of things he talks about, if you live inside the city, you already know. That's what I'm saying. Most of his fan base is based on outside of New York City, because don't nobody inside of the city want to hear that bullshit he talk, because I can go right next door knock on my neighbor door and hear the same conversation, same bullshit that he talks on YouTube every day. I mean, so of course it's gonna be like out of towners that really don't understand what goes on inside of New York. And I'm not saying it don't pop in New York, because it pops in New York. I'm not taking nothing from New York City because I'm born and raised. It pops in the city. I'm just saying New York is not the only place where it pops at. And he kind of makes it look that way. You know what I mean? He kind of makes it look like the only place in the world that pops is New York. The only place that got a high crime rate in the world is New York. My dude, the crime rate everywhere is high, and that's nothing really to brag on. I mean, crime rate in every hood is high. It's just not in New York City. So I really fell back on doing these videos with Poppy, man, because the dude he was old business to me. He entertained people that don't know no better. See, me personally, I know better. I went through the bullshit with him and his little followers and all that shit, arguing all up under my videos and all that, but I know better, so the shit blew me. So I fell back on the videos. Maybe I should start going checking that shit out again, because I know he gonna give me some material. He always give material. I'll go check him out and see what I can find. Yo, it's dropped down.